Hello everybody, let me ask you a quick question. Are you looking for an extremely reliable and highly rated mid-sized SUV? Well, if you are, let me introduce you to a great friend of mine. This is the 2021 Mazda CX-5 Signature Edition. Hello, my name is Mazda Michael Stanley. I'm standing here at Smail Mazda in Greensburg, and I'd like to introduce you to this very good friend of mine. Here's the front of the CX-5, and we're going to start with this beautiful Mazda badge here. And you'll notice that right below the badge is the grille, the chrome grille markings that mirrors the shape of the Mazda shape, which is just a gorgeous line across the front of the vehicle. This one comes with the LED headlights, running lights, and nice cute little fog lamps that really brighten up the day outside. And here we have the 19-inch tires with the dark gray aluminum wheels. We have the auto power mirrors that fold in and out as you lock or unlock the car. We have the LED tail lamps. These are reminiscent of the Ferrari series. They're just absolutely gorgeous, and they're meant to mirror the front lamps on this car. And we have the repeat of the Mazda badge with the power liftgate. And the power liftgate goes up whenever you press the key fob or when you go and press the button on the back. And this is a programmable height liftgate. So if you have a garage that's a little bit low, you can program the liftgate to stop at any point of the travel. So the Mazda keyless entry system is on this car, so you can just press the button right here on the handle and your mirrors will unfold for you. And then you can get into the car without having to bring the fob out of your pocket. So here in the back of the CX-5, we have a great amount of seating, and this is the Napa leather seats here. These rear seats are heated, and it comes with the center console for your passenger's comfort. It just folds right down. And you have heated seat controls right here, cup holders, and if you look under here, you have USB chargers for your passengers back here, so you don't have to share cords from the front. The back seat is part of the 40-20-40 split system, so what that means is you can fold down the center section by itself, leave your two passengers their seats here. This is very handy if you're having something long to put in the car, like skis, like wood, but you still have a couple of passengers for the back seat. Now we are on the inside of the Mazda CX-5 Signature, and one of the first things you're going to notice when you get into this car is this beautiful Napa leather seating. This material is as soft as a baby's bottom. Mazda does a lot of work on contouring the seats to hold you in a natural, comfortable position. All of the seats are heated, the front seats are cooled, the passenger seat has 6 power settings, power directions that you can move it in, and the driver's seat has 8 with lumbar support. Steering wheel is heated, and it is tilting and telescoping. So when you want to put it in the right driving position for yourself, it can move a lot. This particular model has the power sunroof on it, which lets in a lot of nice light into the car, and it just makes it a nice airy cabin. All of the material surrounding you as a driver and the passenger is a nice soft touch material. Mazda does a lot of work into making a premium luxury vehicle without the premium luxury price. This is real wood, not plastic imitation, and everything that you touch is just nice and soft and just cradles you very nicely. Let's get this thing out on the road. Now, Mazda uses a 6-speed automatic transmission. It is a driver's car. And what that means is that it does a lot of work to make the drive joyous to the driver. You're going to feel a lot of subtle help from the car as you go down the road. Some of the features on this one is a lot of safety gear. So as you're driving down the road, including, most importantly, the driver attention alert. Now that's pretty unique to this trim level, and it's going to make sure that you're paying attention, and it'll give you a little warning if you're not. The car also has street sign recognition. So as I pull up to the stop sign that we just got right here, it's telling me on the dash and in my heads-up display that there's a stop sign there. That's something else I wanted to point out. I have a heads-up display in this trim level, and it gives me my speed. It does the street sign recognition, and it also will tell me if I've got my adaptive cruise control set, how fast I've got it set for, and how many lengths behind the car in front of me I have it set for. So I can set it to up to 4 car lengths to follow behind the car in front of me. And if the car in front of me slows down, the Mazda will slow down. If the car in front of me speeds up, the Mazda will speed up. Some of the other safety features that you'll find in this Mazda, you're going to have lane keeping assist, smart city brake support and smart brake support, front and rear. I mentioned the adaptive cruise control. You're also going to have blind spot monitoring. So this car is going to look on the side of the car, see if anybody's in the spot that you can't see normally when you're not, if you don't turn your head all the way around. It has a 10.25-inch monitor here with a backup camera, and it's a high-def backup camera. I was looking at it just a little bit ago and it was raining and I could see the raindrops. So Mazda uses the Sky Active all-wheel drive system. And what that means is hundreds of times a second, the car is measuring and monitoring the conditions of the road, of the weather, and of the driver. So as I'm going down the road, if I turn a corner or go around a bend, the car is actually measuring that and transferring power to the front wheels to help me into the curve. And as I come out of the curve, it's going to transfer more power to the back wheels to help me straighten the car out. It's a very subtle, powerful system that actually aids you in doing what you want to do. It's called the Jinba Atai in Japanese, and it means horse and rider as one. It's an actual philosophy of having the car aid you in trying to do whatever it is that you want to do. And along with that, it's looking at the weather. So if I'm going down the road and I turn the windshield wipers on, the car knows it's wet. And it's going to monitor that and change the suspension and the transmission so that the car is modified for maximizing traction in wet weather. If the temperature outside is freezing, the car is going to know that, and it's going to maximize the traction system for slippery conditions, icy conditions. It's really good to keep you safe. It's one of the reasons why the Mazda has a 5-star safety rating. I do have a manual transmission mode. If I ever want to have a little fun with manual transmission, I can just slide it over into manual. So this does have the adaptive cruise control setting. I'm going to set it now. So now I have a set control, and I'm going to set the speed. Now set for 31. And I can set the distance I want to stay behind the car in front of me. The car was braking to slow down for the car in front of us. All right, so here's the backup camera, and this has the 360-degree monitoring on it, so you can see what's around the car too if you're getting ready to back up. This is very handy if there's something tight to you on either side. It'll help you make sure to avoid that. I have parking assist behind me and in front of me, so if I was to get too close to anything, it would beep at me. You have the terrific Mazda Infotainment System. Now this comes with the Sirius XM, the satellite stereo, so hundreds of channels of entertainment there for you. But it also has the travel link system, so you can see where the closest gas is and the best prices on gas. And it'll show you road conditions, and you can dial up the weather where you're at. It'll show you what the weather you can expect here pretty soon. It's a very handy traveling device. Now the ride is extremely smooth. The Mazda handles bumps very, very well. It's an extremely civilized car. And while the 19-inch wheels do smooth out the ride quite a bit, it has a lot to do with the suspension system of it. They do a lot of work to make the road quiet. And that's something else. In the cabin of the Mazda, you'll notice it's very, very quiet in here. You don't hear hardly anything from the road at all. Unless I really punch it, you're not even going to hear the engine. And you can have a nice normal conversation with the people that you're sitting in the car with without having to raise your voice at all. It has adaptive headlamps and automatic headlamps, so you can set it to come on as soon as it gets a little bit of dusk out. But when you turn a corner, the headlamps will actually lead you into the corner so you can see where you're going at nighttime as you turn the bend. Now, a while back, Mazda used to have a marketing campaign called Zoom Zoom, and one of the reasons for it is this has the 2.5 liter high compression turbo, twin turbo system in it. So it has a low end turbo and it has a high end turbo. What all of that gobbledygook means is there's a lot of pep under this hood. It develops 250 horsepower if you put the high premium gas in it, and it'll do 227 horsepower with regular gas in it, which you're more than welcome to use. Which is one of the higher horsepowers in the segment. It has a G vectoring control system to help you maneuver around the corners, so it is just a joy to drive one of these. The real wow point of the Mazda is when you drive it and how much fun it is. It is a gorgeous car. It is the dollar for dollar, the absolute best value of any car on the planet. That's in my humble opinion anyway. It has an automatic rain sensing windshield wiper system, so you just dial in whatever sensitivity you like, and if it was to start to rain on us, which it looks like it might, the windshield wipers will automatically come on. And it has heated windshield wipers to help keep the ice from building up on the wiper blades. The back window has privacy glass in it so people can't see in. And when you need to merge into traffic quickly, I'm going to scare Brian here. Are you letting me go? Yes, you are. Now down here at where my hand naturally sits is the command control knob for my infotainment system. Now, this is a touch screen, and you can use it as a touch screen when it's sitting still, but when you're moving and driving and you don't want to lean forward and break contact with the seat, you use this. And it is just a much more natural driving position to be able to do what you need to do in the Mazda CX-5. This one comes with the navigation system built into it, and it is a voice recognition system. So it does have a lane keeping assist system, and I got it set for audible because you can either have it give you an audible tone or adjust on your steering wheel. And if you should be not paying attention and talking to your friends over on the side and drift a little too close to the side, it'll let you know. So the Mazda CX-5 is, well, Mazda, the whole brand, is the most reliable brand according to Consumer Reports. And the CX-5 is the best compact SUV according to Car and Driver. So if you wanted the best car in the most reliable brand, this Mazda CX-5 is the one you need. So that was our test drive of the magnificent 2021 Mazda CX-5 Signature Edition. If you have any further questions, please feel free to leave a comment in the section below. Visit us here on Route 30 in Greensburg, or go to our website at smailmazda.com.